What's going on, y'all? It's Dana Polk Jr., Master Executive 8. And as you can see from the title of this video, this is how you get a woman to submit to you. And the key here is that you don't get her or make her do anything. You just simply be authoritative. See, when I was first coming into this idea of submission, I started thinking, how can I make this woman submit to me? Or make women submit to me? And then I realized that I was thinking about it all wrong. I was thinking about it from a place of trying to make somebody do something. And when you're trying to make somebody do something, you're going to fail miserably. You don't make people or make anything do anything. You just simply be who you are, and they fall in line. Similar to Neo when he was in the Matrix movie. And the child was sitting on the floor bending the spoon. But like he told Neo, you don't try to bend the spoon. That's impossible. You just realize that there is no spoon. I can't quite remember exactly if that was the quote, but basically the idea was you don't try to bend things to your will or to your control. You just simply maintain a state of being in which the other party will decide on their own whether they want to submit or not. So what I did was I just thought simply, well, what's the opposite of submission? And I saw a bunch of antonyms for it, and I wasn't really satisfied with what I saw. And I found one word, and I went a little deeper, and then I found this word authoritative. So I looked up the definition to this word authoritative, and it hit the head on the nail. The definition there of authoritative in dictionary.com is, as an adjective, able to be trusted as being accurate or true, reliable, clear, and the example was clear, authoritative information and advice. But the second definition is what really stood out to me. Commanding and self-confident, likely to be respected and obeyed. So the idea here is not to try to make your woman submit to you, but to be authoritative, to be commanding, to be self-confident. And by being commanding and self-confident, you are likely to be respected and obeyed. Likely. And I say likely, that's an important word because, especially in this day and age, most women see submission as being a slave. And a slave is someone who's, in most cases, forced to do something. Enslavement is something different. But a slave is someone who's forced to do something against their will. Not necessarily saying that they have to go through that. You know, you could jump off a ship and drown yourself to avoid that slavery. So technically, they can't even, you really can't be, a slave beyond your control. But like I said, in this day and age, being submissive is not something that most women want to do because just like men, women love power. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays. So the likelihood of you getting that submission is not likely with most women. But the point I'm trying to drive home here is that your focus is not on making her submit. So when you're thinking of how can I get this woman to submit to me, you got to flip the script on yourself and say, how can I be more authoritative? How can I be more commanding and self-confident? Because it's that commanding and self-confident way of being that is likely for you to be respected and obeyed. So my point here is if you want your woman to submit to you, be authoritative, be commanding, and be self-confident. That will increase the likeliness of being respected and obeyed. And like I said, likeliness, because not everybody is going to go with the program, and that's cool. That's okay, because we're not forcing anybody to do anything, and we don't want anybody to do anything by force. We want them to do it because they want to do it. So focus on being authoritative, commanding, self-confident. That will increase your likeliness to be respected and obeyed. And then I don't even want to leave out the first part of it. Let's bring that back up. Being able to be trusted and be accurate or true or reliable. So these are also characteristics of being authoritative. So are you able to be trusted? Meaning, are you able to keep your authoritative state no matter what the woman does? Because she is going to test your authority. It's not good or bad. It's just something that women do, and they should do, because they need to know that when shit hits the fan, you're not going to bend and fold. That you're going to remain true. That you can be trusted to stay commanding and self-confident. That you can be trusted to be reliable in your authoritativeness. So they're going to test you. And you can't look at that test as, oh, she's, being out of line or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She just wants to know that she's with a authoritative man. And this will increase her likelihood to want to respect and obey you. I didn't say it's going to happen, because she may also be put off by it, and that's okay too, because not everybody is for you, and that's okay. We don't want to force anybody to do anything, and we shouldn't force anybody to do anything. What joy is there to come out of forcing somebody to do something? So we should focus on being authoritative, commanding, and self-confident, true, reliable, and able to be trusted to maintain our authoritativeness. This is Dana Poe Jr., Master Executive Aid. And if you want your woman to submit to you, focus on yourself. Focus on being authoritative, commanding, and self-confident. That will increase your likelihood to be respected and obeyed. Stay in the Pro Dream Master Executive 8, and I'm out.